Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cafe. I'm Crystal Candy.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
And fun and exciting, that really defines the Orlando Science Center, and our friend Amy Sweezy is there. Amy, what's going on at the Science Center?
Okay. I'm in the kinetic zone at the Orlando Science Center. And yes, these are the pulley chairs. Bet you can't guess why. I'm trying to lift myself up here. I don't know if I can make it to the top. Hey Jeff, how are you doing down there?
Yeah, it's not happening. Science is not my friend today.
All right, Jeff, well, how about you show me something else in the kinetic zone?
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, I'll be right down. All right, this is literally science in motion, Jeff. Tell me more about the kinetic zone.
Kinetic zone is all about physics, it's about engineering, it's about kinetic energy. All of Orlando Science Center is STEM, but what people kind of visualize when they talk about STEM is really right here in kinetic zone. All kinds of interesting opportunities like this Bernoulli table,
Magic.
which is using the power of air to levitate balls. We also have engineering challenges, which are challenging people to use their problem-solving skills, their collaboration, their critical thinking, all those important STEM skills.
I'm terrible at it.
This is my revenge on the pulley chair.
Right. Very cool. All right, so what else is in here?
We've got some simulators. We've got these great engineering challenges where you can create contraptions that go down a zip line. We play around with plasma balls and some of those traditional Science Center things. So there are a lot of physical science activities in Kinetic Zone that will bring back memories of probably Science Centers and museum visits that you went as a kid or when your kids were younger.
Right, and that's a good point too, because the Science Center, you always think about it's families with kids. Parents bring their children here, but it's really for all ages, right?
Yeah, there's no age limit on curiosity. So if you're interested in learning something new, come on down to Orlando Science Center. Also for adults specifically, we do Science Night Live, which is an adult night that happens 5 times a year, where on a Saturday night, we open up the Science Center specifically for adults with guest speakers, cool activities, and all the Science Center, but no kids.
All right, so you heard it right here. Bring your kids, don't bring your kids. It's all at the Orlando Science Center. Don't miss it. They are closed on Wednesdays during the school year, but open every other day of the week.
Yes.
Thanks, Amy. Science,
Yeah.
once you actually get there to experience it, it's so cool to see little kids interacting and not really realizing they're learning.
They're learning, right? Learning and fun at the same time.
That's the best way.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the best way. Well, are you ready for some holiday spirit? Enjoy enchanting decor, more than 30 designer decorated trees, and exceptional gingerbread houses at this year's Festival of Trees. It's all presented by the Orlando Museum of Art. Visitors can also participate in the Entertaining and Design Tablescapes raffle, a silent auction, photo ops with Santa, of course, and there will be a holiday shopping experience in the Toyland pop-up boutique. The festival takes place now through November 19th, and there are several other events that surround the festival, so go to councilof101.org for all the details.
If you're in the mood for some fun holiday music, check out Straight No Chaser, the Slaying It Tour. The group Straight No Chaser has emerged as a phenomenon with a massive fan base and a long list of accomplishments, including 2 gold albums. They've sold over 1.5 million concert tickets and over 1 billion streams on Pandora. They are performing at Steinmetz Hall inside Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts on November 14th at 7:30 p.m. You can get tickets at drphillipscenter.org.
The Downtown Arts District invites you to celebrate arts, culture, and history at this month's Third Thursday Orlando on November 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. The series features a gallery hop, makers market, live performances, food trucks, and drink specials. Third Thursday's footprint now extends from City Arts Orlando to the Orange County Regional History Center, Also the Heritage Square Arts and the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. All of them are involved. You can visit the websites on your screen for details.
Heads up, Crazy Diamonds. The Ultimate Floyd Tribute, an evening of Pink Floyd, is coming to the Ritz Theater at the Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center in Sanford on November 17th. This show is a complete sensory experience with state-of-the-art lighting and video. The members of the Ultimate Floyd Tribute are all accomplished musicians who have dedicated themselves to perfecting the intricate and powerful sound of Pink Floyd. Showtime is at 7:30 p.m. and you can get tickets at ritztheatersanford.com. Tammy Diener Lafferty, who is a curator at the Alvin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, joins us to tell us about this very, very special place in our area. Welcome, Tammy. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Every time I say Alvin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens to somebody, their eyes light up.
Yes.
For people who haven't been, tell them what they will experience once they go there.
Well, I would say, many people say, oh, I have never heard of it, or I have never been there and I've heard of it. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone will come to visit. It is a very special place. It's located in Winter Park, Florida, on the shores of Lake Osceola. And it is not only a museum, it is also, we have an historic home. We have a sculpture garden located on the shores of Lake Osceola. And we also have an art gallery with rotating exhibits that we rotate 4 times a year with different, upcoming and new artists. We have an annual event called Winter Park Paint Out, which is very popular in Winter Park and is a lot of fun. And we also have Capon House, which is a second historic home, and there we host events, weddings and conferences, and it's available for rent.
Now, you just sort of slid the Sculpture Gardens in there.
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
really is a
Yes.
very special place.
It is a special place. I highly recommend people come and spend a day there. The Sculpture Gardens, it's a 3-acre sculpture garden, just lush with all kinds of different tropical plants. And nestled within the plants, you'll find as you turn around every corner the beautiful sculptures created by Alvin Polasek. He built this home in 1950 when he retired, and he built it to be his studio and his home, and he was inspired by the same sites that you'll see when you visit there, the beautiful landscaping and the beautiful view of the lake, and he designed those gardens himself to display his sculptures.
It's a wonderful experience. It's reflective, contemplative, but also just so artistic.
Yes.
You're seeing so much beautiful design. Mm-hmm. The atmosphere, of course, and the setting is just amazing to be there on the lake. So if people wanted to bring their family, would kids really enjoy it as well?
Yes, we're definitely very welcoming to families. I think, one of the best parts is our 3-acre sculpture garden, so the kids can go out and run around in the gardens. It's fine to go up to the sculptures and touch them and interact with them. And we do have docent-led museum guided tours of the historic home, which will tell you all about the life of Alvin Polasek and about his artwork. But I would say they're pretty brief, and I think most kids would be able to follow along and enjoy it, yes.
So Tammy, tell me about Winter Park Paint Out. What would people experience if they participate?
Winter Park Paint Out is, one of the cultural events of the year in Orlando. It's very popular. It's been held since 2011, and the Winter Park Paint Out consists of plein air painters. 24, nationally recognized plein air painters. Plein air means outdoor painting. Come for Winter Park Paint Out for a week-long festival. And in that week, these painters create, up to 250 paintings. Our gallery is turned into a wet room, and as they paint, their paintings are hung in the wet room. And they are all available for sale. The proceeds help to benefit the museum and the artists as well. They paint on site at the Polasek Museum. There are, the museum and the festival is free all week long. And we have painting demonstrations, so some of these artists will give demonstrations as to their techniques and how they paint. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful place to be. The painters can be found all over different sites around Winter Park and Orlando. So if you see, during the last week of April, we have this annual event every year. If you see painters painting away, it's most likely that they are part of Winter Park Paint Out.
And with the Sculpture Garden and just the beautiful locale, is there event space that you could have an event there?
Oh yes, we're very popular for weddings. In 2014, the museum had the opportunity to purchase, it's called Capen House. Capen House was located on the other shore of Lake Osceola, and the land was purchased and the house was to be demolished. And so a bunch of concerned citizens, including the Polasek Museum, got together and raised funds to save the Capen House. And they were able to, in a very short amount of time, raise enough funds to move and restore the home. So yes, it was moved across the lake. So I was not there at this time, but I've seen photos, and from what I understand, the house was actually cut in half, and then it was put on barges and floated across the lake to the Polasek property, and there it was reassembled together and restored, and it's just a beautiful historic building from the beginning of the 20th century, like early 1900s. Beautiful wood floors. It's just a lovely place to be, and it is available for weddings. We have many weddings, engagement parties, even business conference meetings there. It's a very photogenic spot. You can be married on the shores of Lake Osceola in the midst of the beautiful sculpture garden.
Very nice,
yes.
Very nice. And what a story you'll have to tell about your venue
as
well.
Yes.
Well, Tammy, thank you for being with us. And if you haven't been to the Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, make your way there. It is one of the gems here in Central Florida.
Thank you.
If you enjoy Greek and Roman mythology, don't miss a production of Metamorphosis, playing now through November 18th. Metamorphosis is a one-of-a-kind theatrical experience that reinvigorates ancient Greek and Roman myths. The play is performed in and around a large onstage pool of water with audience members seated on 3 sides. This will be the inaugural production in the Sally K. Albrecht Studio Theater inside the new Tiedtke Theater and Dance Center. Go to rollins.edu for tickets and showtimes.
If you are a Disney fan who loves symphonic music, you will enjoy the Symphonic Disney Concert on November 17th and 18th at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. Celebrate 100 years of magic and music with Florida's largest symphony orchestra. The concert features music from Disney movies, animation, and theme parks. This is a concert experience for the whole family. Get more information on showtimes at drphillipscenter.org.
A brand new music festival is coming to our community at the beautiful Central Winds Park in Winter Springs. This family-friendly event will feature a variety of musical genres, food trucks, local vendors, and fun activities for all ages. The goal of the festival is to bring the community together to celebrate music, culture, and diversity. Local talent and national acts will make this a truly unforgettable experience. Mark your calendars for November 19th and enjoy a day of music, food, and fun in the sun from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, go to owsrcc.org.
The Orlando Museum of Art presents the exhibit Something Like a Hello, the picture book art of Lauren Long. Illustrator Lauren Long has received numerous accolades for his fluid work progress administration painting style from the 1930s and 40s. The Society of Illustrators in New York awarded him 2 golden medals, and his work has also appeared in prestigious publications, including Time, Reader's Digest, Forbes, The Wall Street Journal, The Atlantic, and Sports Illustrated. The exhibit runs now through December 10th. To learn more, go to omart.org.
In a perfect world, every senior would be loved and cared for, but the reality is the holidays can be a lonely time for seniors. Each year, Seniors First collects $20 Walmart and Publix gift cards to distribute to clients in time for the holidays so that they can select the gift of their choice. Their goal this year is to distribute 1,400 cards. You can donate online and their elves will purchase the cards for you. You may also drop off or mail gift cards to their office now through December 1st. Go to seniorsfirstinc.org to donate or to get their physical address. So many things around the holidays where you do want to be around friends and family, and it's nice that there are these organizations who are remembering the people that may get forgotten from time to time.
And if you are really not feeling well around this time, because lots of people pass away this time of the year, the best antidote for that is to do something for someone else.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah, so it's perfect, and it's wonderful that Seniors First is doing that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Crystal Candy.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.